Good morning. Welcome to the Carla Marie Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And Carla Marie, you're looking very fancy today with your tiger queen outfit going on.
I'm full Carol Baskin right
Yeah,
now.
you are really.
It looks like a pregnancy dress, too. Sitting down.
What's going on here?
It's a rental. I was going to use it since we're speaking on a panel later today. I'm going to pair it with some tights. I don't think it's going to work, so I figured I'd wear it now.
Okay. So you're testing it out here. What you doing over there?
Showing that it's a dress.
With pockets.
Very short. It's like a baby doll.
With pockets.
Yes.
Is that like a big deal, right?
Very big deal.
Okay.
But I think that when I wear my stockings with it, like other people who wear stockings will know this, that the top part, like the darker part of the stocking, I think is actually going to peep through, and that's no good. So
I don't know what's
I
going
have
on.
to back up.
Thank you to everyone who has supported the stream so far. I see Felipe from Miami, Florida, just gifted 300 bits. So thank you for that. Now, a couple things on the list today. We didn't get to this yesterday, but according to Carla Marie, men are the problem.
Facts.
We'll see about that. We also are going to have our special guests from 21 Seeds Tequila on with us at the end of the show. So that's around 8:45 on the West Coast, 11:45 on the East Coast.
We'll have Kat. She is the founder.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. Like I was reading her story. It's so fun how they started the company.
Yeah, I purposely did not look into it because I have questions. What?
That's what people say that don't do research.
No. So there's a difference. I know that I know the brand.
Yeah.
I've tasted it. That stuff I understand. I know stuff about the brand. The problem when you know too much about something is you don't ask any more questions. Because you know it, so the conversation's kind of stale. I want to learn things for the first time when I'm talking to Kat.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know the brand, but I'm not interviewing a bottle of tequila. So, also, Kat will be joining us through Twitch's platform, which is called Guest Star. Now, if you have Guest Star and you want to help us make sure that it's working today,
that would be fun.
You know what I'll do? I'll put requests up here. So,
because you gotta.
If you are a follower and a subscriber, you can request to be on the show, and we'll pull you on, and we'll make sure that it works.
Okay. Lisa said she can't gift subs. She's getting an error message.
Oh, that's not good. I feel like Twitch maybe did an update overnight because I had to do a bunch of stuff. I had to tweak a bunch of things this morning that were working fine yesterday.
And the Morning Show podcast broke too overnight.
Yeah.
Are we in the microwave?
Oh, we might be. Mercury might be in the microwave.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Am I making a drink? Oh, we have to.
First off, we don't have to. Secondly,
no, we're gonna talk to Kat. We gotta get our drink on.
Oh, Martha's requesting to join, so I'm gonna hit. Let's see. Hit the plus button here for Martha.
Well, make sure. How do I see her?
Give me a second. Waiting to connect. Getting ready. Okay. So this is like the one issue I have with guest stars. It takes a little while to connect, whereas the phone line, you call it, we pick up.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah, I'm wondering. You can do it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Phone. Okay.
Yeah. Shannon said, I love that you were talking about Mackenzie Scott this morning on the podcast. I think I want to become her when I grow up. Yeah, me too. I'd love to have.
I would love for you to become a billionaire, and then
I'd love to have $26 billion to my name, and then give away 14 of it, and even more.
And then it keeps growing. It's money's like weeds at that point.
Oh, the hype train completed at level 3, Carla Marie.
I'm gonna make it
so we can start making the drink.
Make a cocktail.
But the things we have on the list, like what?
My jigger's downstairs.
Okay, go get it. You're wasting more time now by not getting it.
I'm gonna also get my computer just in case.
There we go.
What
a day. So, like we were talking about earlier, on the list, men are the problem. That's something that Carla Marie wanted me to put on there. I have no idea what it's about. 21 Seeds Tequila will be on with us. We also have the Carla Marie Anthony movie night tonight. That is going down. It is totally free. All you've got to do is email us hello@carlamarieanthony.com. And if you want to join us, we'll make sure that you get in. And that's in Seattle, by the way. I forgot what theater it's at specifically, but it's in the city of Seattle. And then Carnival of Cocktails is this Saturday. I'm very excited. We are finalizing everything, getting our fancy tablecloth that we're going to have at our booth. We are going to have DJ Vega there. He's going to be doing this thing while we also play 2-second tunes live for the very first time. Oh, cool. Erica P31 said, I actually have some Valencia Oranges 21 seeds. That is awesome. What are we drinking today, Carla Marie?
Avi. 21 seeds tequila. This is the cucumber jalapeno infused one. We'll talk to the owner later, Kat, one of the founders. And what I didn't realize is that this tequila is also made so that you can just drink it straight over ice.
Okay.
And I kind of want to do it, but we're going to do a marg today.
Yeah, because we have they sent us a recipe, right?
Well, their website has a recipe.
Oh, okay. All right, so we got the 21 seeds cucumber jalapeno.
Look how pretty. I love that. Look at the inside label. Show that off to people. No, like inside what they did.
Oh, I never even saw that. That is pretty cool.
We're going to talk about men being the problem.
Okay.
I thought this was so interesting. So I follow this doctor on Instagram for a while now. And he posted an interview he did with someone. And in the interview, they're talking about the stat that married men live longer than single men.
Okay.
Married women live shorter than single women.
Okay.
So it's opposite. If you're
Yeah.
married and you're a man, you have a longer life. If you're married and a woman, you have a shorter life.
Okay.
And he said that the married men live longer because the women in their lives, and these are like, this isn't just like him theory. This is study after study after study. Because the women in their life make their doctor's appointments.
Okay.
Encourage them to go to the doctor.
Well, they're probably doing less stupid things too. If
Yes.
they've got like a wife or a family to come back to.
Yes. And then it says a lot of times like the women's the one that's like, do not text and drive, right? Like the woman almost acts as like the supervisor
Okay.
in their life. Married women live less long than single women.
Shorter is the word
shorter
you're looking for?
because they are stressed the F out from being the supervisor. Let me finish what I'm speaking.
Okay.
For having to tell men, make sure not only are they organizing their own life, right? I got to go to the doctor. I got to take care of the kids. I got to do this. I got to do that. Blah, blah, blah for all these people. And now you're also doing it for this other human. It takes years off of your life.
Okay.
And I 100% believe it.
I'm sure you do. You don't strike me as someone who would not believe that information. However, maybe you should just stop worrying about things.
Okay, but maybe women would like their men to go to the doctor.
They would, I'm sure. And that's
I've
not
had
like,
to make your doctor's appointment.
Okay. Let's say, Carla Marie, when have you been to my doctor's appointment?
When you went to go to Dr. A one time.
When I went to your doctor and you connected us, yes, you made that
No,
appointment.
I called and I said I would like to make an appointment for Anthony. Then I tried making you a dermatologist appointment and they told me, sorry, ma'am, you can't make his appointment because you're not married.
Now two things. Number one, I never asked you to make a dermatologist appointment. I don't need one. I'm good.
You gotta get checked.
Eventually. Also, let's stop acting like making one doctor's appointment is super stressful.
I'm fine.
And also,
I just know it gets worse.
Even if Carla Marie, even if we were married and you were somehow became responsible for making my doctor's appointments every year, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's one appointment every year.
Okay, yeah, but there's more to it.
Maybe women need to stop stressing themselves out and overthinking things. And that would lead to a healthier, happier life.
Diane is right. The emotional labor women do is exhausting.
I don't disagree with that.
Like I got this guy who's just willy-nilly not taking care of himself, blah, blah, blah. That's stressful to think about. Like, okay, because you won't go to the doctor because you're so reckless in your life because you don't go to jury duty, you don't pay your speeding tickets.
Okay, but if I go to jail, that's a me problem.
Okay, yes. In this relationship right now it is, except
Yes.
I will have to run the business alone.
Yeah.
And I will make sure that logo says the Carla Marie Show and I'll turn off the A on that light back there. But for married women with children, that is not a you problem anymore.
Of
That
course.
And I'm not talking about this as us. I'm talking about this as, yes, we are an example because we are a heterosexual couple.
Yes.
But in the situation where it is a married man and a woman and maybe they have kids, those actions that you do are detrimental to the family.
Okay. Agreed.
In that situation.
Agreed.
Now, would you just automatically start paying your tickets right away if you had children?
But here's another argument okay, for the fact that maybe you just need to let go of some control. Maybe it's
Is this me or all women?
All women.
Okay, we're
Now,
all womening this.
Let me explain something. You know, for example, that we are not married, nothing.
Nothing.
So you know that I have gotten arrested for parking tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? You know that I may have not responded to a call for jury duty once out of 2 times. So I'm batting 500 there, which is still gets you to the Hall of Fame in baseball. You know those things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So if we were to get married and all of a sudden you start stressing about those things more, isn't that your fault for thinking that I was something else before we got married?
So we should just end this now.
No. What I'm saying is you should. There do need to be parts in your life where you say, this is the person I am with. They are not changing.
No, that's fair. I think that's acceptable for some things. But like, but okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I accept that you're not going to change.
Okay.
But now I'm taking that burden of needing to get those things done because if not, you're going to go to jail.
Or just let me go to jail.
Okay.
How am I ever going to learn if I don't go to jail?
In this hypothetical life, we are married. We have 6 kids.
Okay. I feel like the kids are the problem there.
I can't afford for you to go to jail.
That seems unbelievably stressful.
Okay.
No, and I do agree that there is a lot of emotional work that women do in heterosexual relationships, and that can be a burden. I'm not trying to discount that at all. I'm just saying that maybe no one likes to hear this, but maybe just like relax a little bit, you know?
If I just relaxed a little bit, the garbage wouldn't be outside this morning.
Oh, okay. So the once every 6 months that you take out garbage, that's a huge stressor for you?
Kills me.
Is it not a big stressor for me to take it out every other time?
I stress every day thinking like he's going to forget to take out the garbage. So I might just take over this.
Sí or no?
I'm going to take over.
How long have I lived here? Since November of 2020? Mm-hmm. Something like that?
Mm-hmm. And actually, I think it was better when I had to take it out myself every week.
I agree. I agree. It was much better when you had to take it out by yourself every week.
But here's the thing. So that's why women are like, to know physically inside my body, I wanted to deal with the anxiousness. I'm just going to do everything myself.
Yeah.
When you do everything yourself for you and for someone else, it becomes a lot.
It could be if you let it. It could be if you let it. I'm trying to get this featured chat to work. That's stressful for me right now, and it's not working. I'm trying to put comments up on the screen, and this is the second time it's crashed. I do think there's a problem with Twitch today. I think Twitch is updating something, and like it's causing a lot of issues in background apps. But it is good to see that our emotes are changing on the screen. Like this, I'd love to put this comment on the screen.
Chatting with
Diva Woman said, "Oh my God." Oh, where'd it go? This sounds like a typical man logic. Yeah, it is. I would say I'm a pretty typical man.
You are a typical man.
I think I'm a little more logical.
You're not like, ooh, I'm a man and I love fishing. Because you're a feminine man.
Maybe because I don't fish. That's pick the worst example you could have.
That's what I mean.
I'm a feminine man because I don't fish
or hunt.
No. I would like, you know what I've been thinking about this actually. I don't necessarily want to like go fishing on the weekends or anything. That's not like, it just doesn't sound thrilling to me. What I do want to learn though, I don't want to just learn how to fish and hunt. I want to learn how to catch a fish and prepare it. Like,
I know a guy.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Does he know? He knows how to like skin it.
He'll fillet it. He'll do all the things. Then he goes out and gives it to his friends.
Because I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I also want to learn how to hunt and then like actually, I don't know, kill a deer.
Nope, we're not doing that.
And make it.
We can't do that.
No, because I need to know for when the apocalypse happens. I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh my God, Trader Joe's isn't open. I'm going to die. That's not going to be me.
But why that voice?
Because that's what that person sounds like.
So right now, that would be your voice then. If the apocalypse hit, you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, right now, I'd be like, oh my God, Safeway is closed.
When was the last time you were at Trader Joe's?
I walk by it all the time. I'm more of a Freddie Myers kind of guy. Safeway. I'm sure I'm adding S's or removing S's for things that I'm not supposed to, but whatever.
Okay, so
Yeah, I want to learn how to like hunt a moose or an elk, and then
You should go fishing with my dad one weekend when we're back in New Jersey.
Because one of the problems, I know that some people do this. You'll hunt deer, right? Then you strap that thing onto your hood or you throw it in your pickup truck, whatever you do, however you get it home. And then you go to a butcher.
You don't see people driving around with dead deer on their hood.
You've never been to those places. Carla Marie.
Just strapped to the
Tell
hood?
me someone who
Maybe
lives
the
in a
roof.
more rural area
The
of
roof.
America.
You can't strap things to your hood that is
Sure you can. Tell me. Thank you. Who just said that? Someone just said yes, they do.
to their hood? The hood of their car.
Yeah, Juan, thank
Why?
you.
It lives in New York City.
Marijuana, I said a friend of mine does bow hunting. Want me to call him? I'd love to go one day.
Right now?
Well, no, I can't go right now, but I would love to go. Yes, Carla Marie. See, Wendy in Virginia. Yes, they do put it on the
Well,
hood.
that seems insanely unsafe.
Yeah, you put it on your
Trunk or roof, I said. Roof? I said.
So
that
you
would be
think-
like getting a Christmas tree and putting it in the front of your car.
No, okay, imagine this, Carla Marie. Imagine you're a deer. Okay?
Mm.
Someone shoots you.
Mm.
They lay you out on the hood. You're not taking up that much space. You can clearly see over the deer. Now, if it's a moose or an elk, it might be a little different. You might need a pickup truck for that because those are much larger.
Okay.
But I feel like you can toss a deer over the hood
Let's
and drive
start
away
with
with
the
it.
fish. Let's start with fish.
I think fish, well, couple reasons. Although there are less and less fish every year. So I don't know how that's going to happen. Like if I ever, God forbid, got stranded in the suburbs of New Jersey, there's deer everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Deer and turkey. I need to know how to hunt those things. And then like skin them and do all pluck the feathers, all that stuff.
We did bow.
Do you have to pluck every feather?
We don't eat them.
But I'm saying when you prepare a turkey or a chicken,
You just burn the feathers off, I think.
I don't think that's definitely not how you do it. I don't think you singe it. Someone let me know.
Okay, maybe you should actually start with crabbing. Have you ever been crabbing?
Yeah, okay. If the apocalypse happens, right?
Yeah,
Well,
crab's not gonna.
I just feel like, A, there's not a lot of meat there, and it's also very time consuming. I'm probably also going to have to run for my life. I can't be like, oh, give me the nutcrackers so I can.
Yeah, but fishing is also time consuming. You know that, right?
Yeah, but once you catch the fish, you could toss it in a bag. Eating fish, you could eat it on the go, like a fish stick if I make one. You know?
What batter are you gonna use to make a fish stick? Or are you just gonna eat a raw
I need to
piece?
learn how to source natural batter from the woods.
Again, men cause so much stress for women.
I need to know. I don't know. Is there some sort of grain I can use for batter? Because I'm assuming that if the apocalypse happens, I also stole a chicken from someone.
You
So
did?
yeah.
Oh,
But I would have to.
for eggs?
Yeah, because then you at least get one egg a day. I really do think if I got some property of my own, I'd have a chicken on it. One of the first things.
Okay.
All right. Jess from Minnesota, remote Minnesota here. She said most people drive trucks here just to bring their deer home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But if you don't
You're
have
not
a truck,
throwing a deer on the hood of your Mazda CX-5.
listen,
This guy told me he wanted to buy a smart car last week. We're gonna
I'd just get a smaller deer that could fit in a smart car.
a doe? No,
A
Bambi?
female deer?
Right?
No, well, Bambi was a boy,
I
right?
thought we were gonna keep going.
What? I said a female deer, and then you said Bambi.
I said doe. You said a female deer,
Yeah.
and I said Ray.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. A drop of golden sun.
Thank you. Okay. You're gonna have to just get Zoom fired up. So
Okay,
that's ready.
I can do that. What time is it? Oh yeah, we got about 7 minutes or so until we get our guest. There were more hunting things in here. Oh, Wendy in Virginia. Chickens don't always lay eggs daily, so I need at least 3 chickens then. Wendy,
As
you
you're
seem like
running,
you-
where are these chickens gonna be?
in my backpack. I'm gonna take one of your cat bags.
Where are the cats gonna be?
We'll have to double them up. They'll fit.
Actually, I've been thinking lately I need to get different cat carriers for when the apocalypse hits because I'm not gonna be able to carry them all the ways.
Yeah, I think at that point you just gotta throw them on a leash and hope they walk with you. You know, put the harness on.
Just dragging them.
They'll get with the program at some point. When there's an angry mob of zombies chasing them, they're gonna be way faster than you, and they'll survive. Like if you just in an apocalypse, if you just let the cats out, I feel like they'd survive way longer than you. They could hide, they could climb trees, they could do all the things we can't do. Although I picked 2 things that humans can do.
I was gonna say I can climb a tree.
You can also hide, just not in the same spaces and
I
not
don't
as
like
fast.
hiding. It makes me have to pee.
Okay, let's see. Chicken in a backpack. Yeah, the animals will be fine. Thank you, marijuana. Oh, Scotty says, are we talking about chicken still? I should have 5 chickens?
Yeah.
I can deal with 5 chickens. There was also this thing I saw on Uncrate, which is a website that populates like 5 different blog posts every day, and they're just cool products. Some of them could be, $1 million watches. Some of them could be a lighter. There's a company, I think it comes out in April, so next month, or maybe this summer. They're high-tech chicken coops.
What is
They come with all the pieces, but they have a camera inside the coop. They have a camera outside the coop, so you can make sure there's no critters trying to get in there and eat your chickens, or people trying to steal your chickens like me. And it looks really cool and modern. And it's like a high-tech chicken coop that we would have room for it here in the little patio area.
Well, Vicky said we can put them on the roof, but I feel like they'd roast.
No, we have a covered part of the roof. And
Then they don't get sun.
That's what the covered part of the chicken coop is for. So when they get hot, they go in there and get some shade.
Yeah, I'm sure the cats would love having chicken siblings.
There was a question I think I saw, and obviously the featured chat isn't working, so I can't pull it up now. But I think someone asked who would last longer.
Well, you're faster.
Huh?
You're faster, but I got my survival backpack.
Yeah, if this was like a fight for your life type of thing, so there are 2 ways you can take this. One, if we were split up,
Depends.
I would
if
survive.
we're married, I'm gonna live longer.
Well, no, if we were split up somehow, right? Like let's say I was traveling, the apocalypse happens, you're on your own here, I'm on my own there. No cars, nothing, no travel. I'd probably survive longer.
I also would have all 3 cats.
Yeah. However, if we were together, I feel like it would be my responsibility to protect you and the cats, which then means
I appreciate that, but I'm not a damsel in distress.
You heard it here first, folks. That's it. She's on her own.
Well, I got my backpack. In my backpack, I have one of those foil bags. I think maybe on Thursday I should unload that backpack live, and we can see what's in my
Your
room.
survival bag?
Yeah.
When did you pack it?
When 2016 or 2017, when King 5 did earthquake would be way better. Earthquake preparedness week.
Okay.
And I packed everything in there. And then when I got the cats, I was like, I need to put food for them in there. And I have an alarm on my phone every year to like, hey, this food's gonna go bad, replace it.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty smart. Do you actually replace it?
Yeah, I bought the new water packets for it also. I'm ready. I just gotta remember to get it. And it's heavy, though. It is so heavy.
So 83 Marie Smith said Carla Marie would survive longer than me because I can't even show up to court, which is true. I don't do those things.
Yeah, but he's evasive,
Exactly. I already don't trust the government, right? So I'm not going to fall into these traps that the government sets for us in the apocalypse.
I'm going to also make you a tinfoil hat to wear on Thursday.
Let's see. I need to go into Zoom. We got Zoom
Luckily,
over
there's
here.
no court in the apocalypse.
Exactly.
W plans.
Exactly.
Auntie Tay, wow.
What?
I'm not keeping track, but Auntie Tay said the majority thinks CM would last longer.
I
disagree. There's a poll.
Oh, there is a poll.
We can't see it.
So we're saying if we're each independent.
No. Let's read what the poll says before you start.
I can't pull up Twitch right now. You have the chat.
I have the chat.
You have the app. Use the app.
I'm probably
give us another viewer. Oh, man. Someone tell us what the poll says.
Wait, go up.
What am I going? Where?
It says something
Oh,
about
poll. Here we go. No. Who would last longer in an apocalypse? 59% say Carla Marie. 41% say Anthony.
Can someone screenshot that? Oh.
What are we looking at?
I saw your cousin's name. I was very confused.
Oh, Habib brought someone into the chat. Sweet. Well, Young Nails in general did.
But then it would be like a apocalypse, and I wouldn't be taking my allergy meds, and I'd be hiding from a zombie, and I'd sneeze.
Yep. I'm pretty sure you'd be dead way faster than me.
Nope. According to the poll, which
Yeah.
is the end all be all.
Can't trust all the polls.
Oh, it went away and I went to screenshot it. Are you kidding?
Listen, the polls said Hillary was going to win the 2016 election. You can't trust polls. They're not right.
All right.
Scotty said you two should sign up for Naked and Afraid. I tell you what.
No, I don't. I'll have on clothes. The difference is, in the apocalypse, I'll have my clothes on.
Why isn't this working here? This one? All right, here we go.
I can't believe we got to do an interview with a founder right now. We're just absolute disaster.
I mean, we are what we are. So, Carla Marie, I need you to talk for a little bit so I can get this new.
Well, don't worry. I'll just keep telling people how. You mean the winner of the poll will speak? Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Can she hear us?
I can hear you guys.
Okay, awesome. You're not live on Twitch yet. Everyone will see you in a second.
30 seconds. We're going to pull you in here.
Sorry, we were just debating which one of us would survive in the apocalypse. So, big things
And
happening.
Who would survive?
Well, according to
would
the
survive?
poll in the chat,
Yeah.
it would be me. Anthony
Always.
does not agree. Always.
We'll see about that.
I guess
Multitaskers. The multitaskers.
Oh.
The female species.
I love it. People who can't hear Kat right now, she said that's because females are multitaskers. And we all know
That's right.
that Anthony doesn't believe that it's possible to multitask.
That seems like a trait that could get you killed. Oh, that's all I'm saying. In a zombie apocalypse, it seems like if you're worried about too many things at the same time, it's
You
not
don't
great.
have to be worried about everything at the same time,
Right.
right? Like you're running for your life. You're trying to find the van
love it.
with the monkey in it. There's always the monkey in the getaway van. So you're looking for that guy. And you're like, where am I supposed to go? You're trying to grab a bunch of things.
I
What
love
would you
it.
grab? What would you grab?
Well, I was just telling everyone I actually have, it's called an emergency preparedness backpack that I made a few years ago because here in Washington, we had like earthquake preparedness week. And I like stocked up on everything you need in this backpack.
Hold on. Let's introduce our guest now to
Okay.
everyone. Now that we're
What about you?
Yay!
there, we go.
Kat's here. Good
Hello,
morning,
Kat.
Kat.
Welcome.
Hi, guys.
Okay,
Thanks.
so-
This is so fun.
Thank you for doing this. I know
Yeah.
it was a little confusing with setting up Twitch. We did that just so we can get an extra follower, basically. No, but I'm glad you're here this morning. So everyone, this is Kat. She is one of the founders of 21 Seeds, which you have it. I was like,
Yep.
where'd it go? Which we've
Which is what we're drinking today.
margarita here. So yes,
At 11:30 in the morning.
it's actually 8:45 here, but
Oh,
even
West
better.
Coast.
Even better.
Even better.
Where on the East Coast
Breakfast.
are you?
I mean, there's vegetables on that bottle, right?
true.
So
Facts.
it's technically, it's your green juice.
We got our
With the green
cucumber.
juice that you have?
Um,
Yeah, there you go.
Kat, where on the East Coast are you located?
I'm actually on the West Coast
Oh.
too.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I am. I'm in San Francisco.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Not too far. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about 21 Seeds because I do love tequila. Infused tequila is great and all, but I immediately noticed a difference with 21 Seeds that it wasn't like overpowering because I love the spice, but then sometimes it's too much. Not this flavor. It's not over the top
Mhm.
at all. So how is that possible?
Well, I do
guess
want
is
to,
the
before you
question.
even answer, I want to commend you because something that Carla Marie does anytime we go out is she will order a spicy margarita.
Yeah.
And then 3 sips in, she's like, oh my God, this is so spicy, I can't
Yeah.
finish it. But this happens, I'm not exaggerating, every single
Every single
time.
time. You
So-
are speaking. Yeah.
This is
You're
the first
speaking-
time that she's ordered one and
made
actually,
one.
or made one and actually finished it. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for saying that because this too was my complaint with spicy margs, right? Like, it's like you drink one, it blows your mouth apart. You're like now having to drink milk
Yeah.
to like, you know what I mean? You're like, I'm drinking, but now I need milk to like tone down the fire in your
Doesn't
mouth.
mix well.
It's too difficult. It's like from one jalapeno to the next, the spice levels differ. From one bartender to the next, spice levels differ. They're so inconsistent. And yet we all love them, right? They are the most popular margarita is the spicy margarita. And yet nobody was making them correctly. So first of all, it's you guys, you are now official ambassadors of 21 Seeds.
Sweet.
I love it.
Okay, this is now your mission in life to go out there and educate these bartenders and just make them aware of 21 Seeds and how brilliantly you can make spicy margs with literally 2 other ingredients, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one
That's what I was
tablespoon-
saying. I
So
did it this
simple.
morning. It was crazy.
Yeah.
How easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's so easy. 1 tablespoon of fresh lime juice, 1 tablespoon of simple syrup, 2 ounces, 21 seeds, cucumber jalapeno, and you are off to the races. Like it's so easy. And nobody wants triple sec anymore. Nobody wants Grand Marnier.
That's
Nobody wants like
That's
all
what I was
those, like,
asking about
That's what I
before
was
when when
saying.
she was making it. I was like, wait a second, I feel like we're missing
It
something.
like makes
but
your mouth like do like no, not that. This
No.
is like
no.
it's I want to be outside drinking in the sun right
Yeah.
now.
Exactly. It's amazing to me. I feel like there's this thing where, everything is shifted, right? Like we as consumers, our palates have all shifted. We're not running around drinking like 40 grams of sugar, waters anymore, 40 grams of sugar, club sodas, all that stuff. Like even in our coffee, our mixer, like nobody wants that stuff anymore. And for some reason, like bars and restaurants haven't gotten the memo.
Right.
It's like they're still making these like 400 to 500 calorie. We all stopped drinking juice when we were 5, right? Like no one drinks juice anymore.
No.
Nobody wants a sippy cup. So it's like, don't put all that stuff in our drinks and our cocktails. And so, of course, with this brand now with 21 seeds, we have 3 infusions. There's cucumber jalapeno, spicy margarita, Valencia orange, regular margarita, and grapefruit hibiscus. Paloma, aka the grapefruit hibiscus margarita.
Right.
Like those are the most popular drinks in tequila, and now you can make them without that triple sec, without
Love
that
it.
like sweet and sour mix and all. Nobody wants that stuff.
And
Nobody.
I think people are just across the board more conscious of what we're putting into our bodies.
Yeah.
So when you're making something with real fruit, real juice from fruit, as
Yes.
opposed to artificial sweeteners and a bunch of chemicals, people
Yes.
do care about that
Yeah.
now.
Absolutely.
When I was 21 and drinking Four Loko, did I care? I didn't. But today I do,
So
I know it. Anthony, these new 21-year-olds, though, they're more advanced than us.
They
Yeah,
are.
absolutely.
They care. They actually do care. So even this next gen of drinkers, they like care. They're not trying to drink cheap. They are
No.
trying
Yeah.
to drink, they're elevated. They're
So then-
sophisticated.
without revealing like the secret of 21 Seeds, how is 21 Seeds different than other infused tequilas? Like what is so
Well,
different?
Boom. Carla, you just said the word infused. We are actually infused. And that word is so overused. That is such an overused, I think it's like as overused as like journey. Everyone's on a journey. Everyone's on a journey. It's like, can it just be this is just your day? Does it have to be a journey? It's
Just
like,
your life.
this is like my, taking out my garbage journey. It's like, really, it's a journey just from the garage to the, wow. Okay. So, it's infused, and that's the big deal with 21 Seeds. There are so many flavored, spirits on the market. And, when you come into a category, they have to put you somewhere. So we got put into the flavored, tequila
Right.
category. But the reality is, like, people who drink 21 Seeds, it's not like they're drinking another tequila and buying 21 Seeds as their flavored tequila.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what I mean? Like they're just 21 Seeds is their tequila
love
of
it.
choice. And they're using it to make a tequila soda, which I like to call seed and soda, or they're using it to make a margarita, a spicy margarita. They're using it to make espresso martinis. They're using it to make old fashions, Negronis with the Valencia orange. Like they're just using it as their spirit of choice, and that is why I created 21 Seeds. I needed to find an alternative to wine. I was like a wine drinker. And I mean, I love drinking wine. I love holding a wine glass.
Yep.
And I drank it for many years. And then just about 13 years ago, it just stopped agreeing with me.
I feel like I'm there now. So thank you.
it's like the minute you turn 30. And the thing is that it's like you get headaches, you don't sleep well, I get foggy brain in the morning. I was having all these symptoms and I was like, what is happening? Is this like early menopause or something? So I started doing some research and I'm like, wow, there's like a lot of organic living stuff in fermented spirits like wine, champagne, beer, sake, like truly White Claw, all these like flavored, malt beverages that are in the can. There's a lot of living things in there that just go away when you move over to distilled. And so a lot of my friends suggested that I switch to Blanco tequila. I was seeing them switch from, wine,
Wow.
champagne, beer over to Blanco. And I was like, okay, I get that, but like so aggressive for Tuesday night. You know what I mean? Like what, like really, I'm going to stop drinking wine and start drinking just tequila.
Straight up tequila.
I'm like, that just felt very aggressive to me. So I thought what am I going to do to this? But just to back up, when I stopped drinking the wine, like everything, all my symptoms went
I
away.
believe it.
So I was just like, okay, I really now need to address this.
Mhm.
And I love to cook. I started infusing the Blanco because it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter what type of Blanco I bought. It was all harsh, you guys. Like it was harsh. It smelled like college, like those Anthony's bad days of college. And like I was like, oh God, this is not something I'm looking forward to. And I just started putting stuff in it. I took a Brita, literally took
Oh,
Blanco,
cool.
threw some stuff in
No
it.
way.
Swear to God, really scientific too, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
of
would like
course. Sounds like it.
stick my finger in the Brita. I was like, ooh, that's a little spicy still. Like that's why the cucumber's in there because I needed to like cool off the spice of the jalapeno.
Wait,
Oh, is that what it
And
does? Does it cut it a little bit?
that's right.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
So-
Because if you taste it, when you taste it, it doesn't really taste like cucumber,
No.
right?
No.
Right. That's the thing. And the reason we did that is because it just, we have to deal with the same thing that you all have to deal with, right? Jalapenos are different spice levels. So like, how do you get them to be consistently the same spice?
True.
You cool them off with cucumber.
Huh,
Cool as a
cool as
cucumber.
I see.
We're just a bunch of running cliches. That's how we, product developed. We
Great.
just were like, let's look at all the cliches out there and see how we can incorporate them into our product.
Well, I love that you told us why you started because I was wondering for a while. I was like, it's crazy to me that for some reason there was like, I guess it was 3-4 years ago, every celebrity got into tequila.
right.
And I was trying to figure out what is the thing
That's it.
about tequila, and you made it make perfect sense. It is distilled.
Yeah.
It is pretty easy to drink, especially when you have
Mhm.
something like 21 seeds. So it does make a
Right.
lot of sense now.
But when you started infusing at home with the Brita, you weren't like, I'm going to start a company. That was just for
No.
yourself.
It was for myself. I needed an alternative because I love my coffee in the morning. I wake up for my coffee and I love my cocktail at the end of the
I love
evening. And so when I couldn't drink the wine anymore, I was like, I got to figure out something to do with this, this tequila to make it better, make it taste great and be easy to use and all that stuff. And so I started doing that. I started infusing it at home and I did that, you guys, for 9 years.
Oh,
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
Yeah. 9. This is not an overnight success story.
And you were just doing it by yourself, like with no intention of taking this
Ever.
to market. You were just like, I'm going to make my own tequila. You did that for almost a decade.
For almost a decade.
And
I just did it.
I do need to point out that Martha, who's chatting in our live chat, watching right now, she said, we need to be best friends, Kat. So I feel like everyone feels
Guys.
that right now.
I do have a lot more friends now than I used to.
Well, it makes sense.
It is true. It is true. And we do need to be best friends. Anyone who loves cocktails and, really just having a good time. Like that's my whole thing, right? At the end of the day, I was just looking to enjoy myself. And I wasn't looking to like drink to get drunk. I wanted to actually enjoy what I was drinking. And so anyway, I did it for 9 years. And over the course of the 9 years, word got out. And so like my friends, if they were at my house, that's how I would entertain. I would just put out a bunch of infused tequilas. I'd put out a bunch of club sodas. And like, I like to say, like all those butter boards and peanut butter boards and butter board. Yeah.
Yep.
I was doing charcuterie boards of garnishes. Like I would do a board of garnishes and just put
That's
out
cool.
super fun. I would even throw things in like wax lips and like different things that you could
So
throw
fun.
into your drink that were just funny.
So,
And
oh, sorry,
ahead.
continue.
No, go. And that's how I would entertain. And folks, like more and more, I was noticing that more friends, especially girls I knew, were switching from wine and champagne to tequila.
I love
And
it.
so they're like, oh, are you making a batch of your tequila? Can you make me a bottle? So
That's cool.
word did get out and I was like starting to make huge batches. Like I was just making batches in my house. And my husband was sort of like, what's going on in our kitchen?
How many Britas did you have lined up in
Yeah,
there?
seriously.
I still have the Brita.
That's
I feel
awesome.
like it needs to go into like the Diageo Museum
Yes.
of like, accoutrements.
So obviously you have the 3 variations now, and
Yes.
they taste
Yeah.
great. You had to, especially when you were doing this for 9 years, you had to have experimented with other flavors that maybe
Yeah.
didn't turn out so great.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
there one that sticks out in your head like, oh, that was a bad experiment?
Yeah. I'll tell you. You know which one? Lime.
No
Lime
way.
infused tequila. Yeah.
It sounds like it should go
100%.
together really well.
Yeah. Nope. Not good. Not good. Yeah. Because the thing is that, lime is very acidic. And when you infuse, like when you add something as an ingredient, like you squeeze fresh lime juice into a drink, which by the way, is probably if you're just going to do one thing when making a cocktail, use fresh lime juice.
Okay.
Like not even like pre-squeeze that you buy that's organic in a jar, like in a bottle in the store, like truly, truly straight out of a lime. There's nothing you can do to elevate your cocktail more than if you use fresh lime juice. Because there is something about, all of these ingredients that we use in cooking and everything else, there's the fresh version of it that literally comes from the fruit. And then as you have to scale up, you have to like take out the fresh and squeeze it in and like to make it stable. And not all of those things work out well, in different forms, right? Like there's certain things that just taste better in one format than the other. And so fresh lime juice is so acidic that as it begins to mix and sit, it oxidizes really fast.
Okay.
And so it's very hard. So that shockingly, and there were huge brands. We did not invent this category, right? Like we didn't create the flavored tequila category. Huge brands were out there trying to do this. But, I think what we did that was so different is we really did listen to your point, Anthony. Like we tasted it. If it didn't taste right, then we didn't try to force it. You know what I mean? Like people want strawberries year round. They're probably not fresh year round and they probably taste better in the summer. But yet, people think we want strawberries year round.
Yeah.
And people think, put lime in your tequila. Yes, but is it good as an infused tequila? No, it's not. And so if it didn't taste amazing, it was on the chopping block.
That's smart. That's really
Yeah.
smart. So,
and then I'll tell you one that was delicious
ooh.
that didn't make it, but like I still like I'll take our Valencia orange or our cucumber jalapeno infused tequila now, and then I'll infuse it even more because again, just treat 21 Seeds like your tequila, and then you can do all kinds of fun stuff with it, which I do still. And one of my favorite infusions is to take our tequila now and infuse it with strawberries and pink peppercorns.
Ooh.
That sounds pretty delicious.
So good.
And you use either one of those?
Either one. If you want it spicy, it's delicious. And then if you want it not spicy, just use the Valencia orange. It is so, so good. So that was one that was delicious.
Cool.
And then another one that I still, again, I'll take our Valencia orange and infuse further is with honeydew pineapple kiwi.
Oh my God, that's perfect for summer.
That sounds really
like,
good. Yeah.
It is so good. You guys, you could just a big giant mason jar, bunch of ice, let that stuff float around. 21 Seeds Valencia orange. It's dynamite. And then one last one, because I'm just,
I love this.
These are all my favorites. I love to make old fashions. I'm not a bourbon drinker, so I'll make old fashions with our Valencia orange. And so I'll use Valencia orange, 21 Seeds, chocolate bitters, and 1 raw sugar cube. Add a couple tablespoons of water. It is so good. And then if you take the Valencia orange tequila and just throw raw, like whole coffee beans, just take like a handful of whole coffee beans, throw it into the tequila, let it sit for like a half a day. And it imparts like a taste of coffee in there, but you're not grinding it or anything, just whole coffee beans.
Right in there.
That's great.
And then make an old fashioned with that. It is dynamite.
The old fashioned the one with the sugar cube and everything, that sounds really good. But I do have a question. Good. So we have the live chat going right now. So obviously everyone's watching this, chatting along. Shayna wants to know, she said, will you find out where the name 21 Seeds came from?
Okay.
Yeah, totally. So, so of course, we're 3 female founders that started the tequila company. So of course people were like, oh, you should call it Casamigas. And we're like, that's so original. I'm like, do you wear a tutu to the ballet when you go? But we are, listen, we knew we weren't traditional tequila, right? We're infused, which is definitely an innovation. So in the categories, so we wanted to make sure that the name actually was a little different. So 21 Seeds is actually 2 sisters. The 2 is 2 sisters. Oh. I started the company with my sister, Nicole, 1 girlfriend, which is our girlfriend, Sarika. So it's 2 sisters, 1 friend. And then seeds, everything that goes into making 21 Seeds is natural and comes from a seed.
I love that.
So that was the idea. And it's kind of like the seed of something bigger. And like, the common denominator to any good time is tequila. So
you also use a female distiller, right?
We do. We have a distillery in Mexico that is owned by a woman, predominantly staffed by women. And it's fantastic. It's gorgeous, actually. And it's in the town of Tequila. So all tequila comes from Yeah, there's a town of tequila. It's quite charming. You should go.
I would love to.
So Martha also was in the chat and said, I seriously love this woman. She's the one that wants to be your best friend. A lot of people are saying that you could also have your own podcast because you sound like a lot of fun and you sound great.
There you go.
Are you going to be, I know 21 Seeds is going to be at Carnival of Cocktails. Are you coming up for Carnival of Cocktails?
I am not. They've
Okay.
they've got me traveling all over the place. They actually have all three of us just like all over the place all the time. But 21 Seeds will be there.
Yes.
So please go there and please try it because you got to hear what all the hype's about. But
Well, the
we've
reason
got,
I
like,
asked was because a lot of people are saying that they want to be at an event hosted specifically by you. So just so you know.
guys, should we take this on tour?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Like, what are we doing? Let's
We'll bring the
are we-
mics. You bring the tequila. We're set.
Yeah. But for those of you who have purchased tickets to Carnival of Cocktails,
can
21
still-
Seeds does have a booth.
Yeah.
And you guys are, I'm assuming, like everyone, going to be giving out samples of different
Of course.
cocktails.
Yeah.
Definitely check them out.
And I think you look at our
Okay.
cool swag, Girls Call the Shots sweatshirt.
The
but we have
best
and
hashtag.
we have Girls Call the Shots hats, which you'll be able to find at the
Carnival of Cocktails.
Okay. all
Thank
good.
you.
I got you.
You haven't even had a cocktail yet today.
Not yet.
Okay, I'm definitely
Maybe I
getting
need one.
Seriously. Girls
Yeah,
call
you
the
gotta-
shots. Love it.
You got to do the Girls Call the Shots hats. We also have our cute little pom poms because you can't just put the bottle up there. I mean, nobody puts baby in the corner without some accessories.
Yes.
So we have these adorable like little pom poms with that are cute little tassels for your phone or for your purse or your wallet.
Okay.
Very cute.
I'm
So
gonna
look for those.
go up to the booth like before it even opens and be like, I need everything before everyone else.
Yeah, you're
takes
going to be
it.
cleared out before the thing even starts because of Carla Marie.
I will.
But let me ask you this, because I love learning about people's journeys. I know we talked about journeys before, but your journey to get to where
Love it.
the brand is today. And I would assume that liquor brands that are owned predominantly or entirely by women aren't in the majority of the category.
They are not.
What were some of the, I guess, hardships or obstacles that you didn't anticipate launching 21 Seeds or getting it to where it is today?
Well, first of all, when I decided that I wanted to like turn 21 Seeds, into a business, I had no idea, like I didn't come from the liquor industry,
Right.
like the spirits industry, neither did my sister, Nicole or Sarika. So, I mean, first of all, we had no idea how hard it would be. I mean, we should have chosen vodka probably because like, not only is it a highly regulated industry, right? I mean, there's like an amendment, right? That sort of
Yeah.
dictates that it should exist. And then each state is different in how they run their liquor laws, right? Like, certain states are control states and it's just very complicated. So we had no idea how complicated it was going to be. And then on top of it, tequila itself has a designation of origin, just like champagne comes from champagne, cognac comes from cognac versus brandy. And that's the same with tequila. So it has this whole other, it comes from this region called Jalisco. So it's got this whole other governing body in Mexico called the CRT that governs it. And so it just was so complicated. So just the sheer amount of information that we had to digest and really understand to run the business was like college level, general ed course
Wow.
I mean, it was like a whole year of just learning the business. So that was tricky. And then, we can't sell directly to our consumers. We have to sell through our distributors. So there was that added layer because our backgrounds were really more in direct to consumer. Like we come from online media. I have a film and TV background. My sister comes from Refinery 29, which is an online media
cool.
platform. Yeah, she was CFO of it.
Damn.
So we really yeah, she's a baller. She's a girl who calls the shots.
Well,
Only girls
I'd
who
say
call
all
the
three of you are.
Yeah.
We're all the girls who call the shots. And all my girls who call the shots out there, this is your brand. This is for you. This is why we created it, just for the girls out there.
Also,
Who call
the guys
shots.
can enjoy it as well.
I'm
We
enjoying
like to
it.
say, we made it for her, by her, and the men who support her. So thank you, Anthony.
Oh,
Thank
there
you.
we go. Although we were talking about how in a zombie apocalypse we'd have to be split up and I would live longer, but
Yeah, well.
I still outside of the zombie apocalypse, I'm very supportive.
Yes.
Very
Outside.
supportive.
Totally. But for the most part, I will say the fact that we were outsiders, both from
Yeah.
outside the industry plus females within a very male dominated space, we really leaned into our differences, right? Like we had different palates, so we designed something that we liked the way it tasted versus, men have different taste buds than women. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I did not.
Like I'm an anthropologist on the side, and that is actually true, but that's a fact. So, but it is really true. It's like we taste different things than you taste. So it just would make sense that, here we created 21 Seeds because we wanted something that we like the taste of. Turns out, guess what? Now 80% of our customers are women.
Wow.
Right? And that's unheard
crazy.
of. And it's unheard of for a tequila brand, you guys. That happens like in wine, but not in tequila. But that's what happens when you have like female creators making things for women that we might want to eat.
Makes sense.
Just like the RX bar, right? Just like the RX bar, which started for the CrossFit community, turns out a bunch of people like the way that we made it, and guys love it too.
Yeah.
And so it's, it's become we're the number one flavored tequila in the country now.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
yeah, and we're like a top 10 best-selling Blanco tequila. So it's because these are 3 infused Blancos. So like I was saying, people are drinking us, as their tequila of choice, not defining it as like, flavored tequila or not
Right.
flavored. It's like, this is just what they want to drink because it tastes good.
Yeah.
So, but we leaned into that. And that's what really
Smart.
I think gave us the competitive advantage because we thought about things differently. We looked for customers in a different way. We weren't just focused on the bars and restaurants. We were focused on, online media and podcasts and, partnering up with brands where she already was and then letting her know about us there.
Smart.
And that really served us well.
Well, we are seeing a lot of people say, okay, is it in Connecticut? Is it here? So what is the
Yes.
best way people can find where they can buy 21 Seeds?
I love it.
This is like the most important question.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 drum roll, please. So you can, if you want to find us right away, just go to our website, 21seeds.com, and you can go to the find us and find us specifically based on your zip code. But you can find us at almost any major retail store, like in states where you can buy booze in your grocery store or at
Ooh.
Walmart or Target or those places. Like we sell in all those places. Otherwise, just your local liquor stores. And through Reserve Bar now, like if you go to our website, you can also order and have it shipped. If your state allows shipping to you, you can buy it that way.
Cool.
But we're pretty much, we sold the company to Diageo this last year. It was really exciting because now
awesome.
we're partnered with them and they are doing a very good job of like putting us everywhere.
Well, cheers
So-
to that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll do one of those.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, so that was super exciting. And yeah, you should be able to find us anywhere, but
Okay.
follow us on Instagram. 21 Seeds is our Instagram handle. We're always putting out fun recipes on Instagram. Anytime, a celebrity's drinking Selma Hayek was just drinking 21 Seeds at the Oscars, guys.
Oh, that's
oh
awesome.
my God. I
That
love
is
her.
awesome.
Totally organic. Totally organic. I was like watching her. She was so cute. She was eating her burger after the show. And I was like,
Oh,
wait a minute.
Yes.
Remember that scene where look in the front. You'll see a bottle of cucumber jalapeno right
That's
in the
pretty
front.
cool.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I spy 21 Seeds cucumber jalapeno. Selma
That's
Hayek's
so
a
cool.
fan.
That's the
Super
coolest.
cool. That was super cool. But yeah, so all that stuff anything that's going on with the brand, it's happening on our Instagram first. So
Okay.
definitely follow us on 21 Seeds,
Yep.
our Instagram, go to our website, or just go to your local liquor store. And if they don't sell it, ask them for it. They'll bring it in. We're pretty major now, guys. We're big time.
I
It's a
love
big deal.
it.
It is a very big
Yes,
deal.
I love it. Okay.
Congratulations on everything. And obviously next time, I know you said you are traveling everywhere, you and your partners,
Yes.
your sister and your friend. Anytime you're in Seattle, let us
Oh,
know.
yeah.
You've always got a home here.
Yep.
As
Love
long
it.
as you bring cocktails.
Yeah, as long as you
Yeah, and by the way, in Seattle, in Washington, we're like at Safeway and Bevmo and all those places. So you guys have us everywhere there.
Perfect. And we have people in the chat who are literally all over the country. We have Florida, we have Connecticut, we
Amazing.
have Kansas. We've got everyone in here watching, so anyone can figure out
Yeah.
where
It's awesome.
it is near them. Wouldn't it be so much easier if every state got on the same page and just
Right.
said, like, these are the rules?
You can't even imagine how complicated
Oh,
it
it's
is,
insane.
you guys. It is beyond complicated. Like in Florida, your friends in Florida, we sell at ABC, guys, and Publix. But like for example, Publix, which is a big grocery
Mm-hmm.
store in Florida, you have to go through a separate entrance. for
New
their
Jersey's
liquor.
like that too.
New Jersey was like that as well. You'd go to Costco, and then you'd have to go outside and then back in to go to Costco Liquors.
Exactly. It's so strange to
Yeah.
me.
So
It's so
strange.
strange.
I just
but
go to like Walgreens here and buy alcohol in Washington.
it's-
Isn't it?
It's so weird.
Exactly.
It's so weird.
Exactly. And I'm in California, so it's the same
Same.
thing for me.
Yeah.
I can just go anywhere. Like you literally, you can buy 21 seeds at CVS, Rite Aid, like, you get your toothbrush and your tequila.
Of course, as we all
Well, I
should.
mean, that's basically our morning routine.
Yeah.
So,
So, well,
Anthony, that's what I would grab. If we were running together from the zombies, I'd be like, grab the tequila and the toothbrush.
and that's
Grab
how
the
we
tequila and the toothbrush.
that's how we'd survive. It would be fun,
Hilarious.
and we'd have minty fresh breath the whole
oh my
time.
God.
Exactly.
Kat, thank you for being here this morning. Appreciate you figuring out how to connect and get on with us. We
No
will
problem.
go visit the 21 Seeds booth at Carnival
Absolutely.
of Cocktails. And thank you for supporting the show and all the things this week. We appreciate you.
You guys rock. Call me anytime if you need a zombie apocalypse driver.
Will
I'll be
do.
the getaway driver.
Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
That was so much fun.
That was awesome.
Let me end that real quick over there.
I love her.
She was great.
I like.
She really was.
She said she's in San Francisco.
Yeah. Are you going?
I also need a home tour because I love that glass thing in the background. And then what people couldn't see on Zoom is she had a really cool piece of art on the side.
I didn't even see that.
could
I
see-
guess I
was like
cropped it
looking
out.
over at it, and I was like, I need to come over.
But no, she was a lot of fun, and the tequila. I'm telling you guys, it is really, really
So
good.
good.
We've only had. I think I'll speak for myself. I've only had the cucumber jalapeno.
Yes.
You haven't
But,
had any other ones, right?
You have another video that you're gonna edit. That's
Yeah.
you making a cocktail, and it's a Bloody Mary with
With
the
this,
tequila.
yeah.
So I'm excited for people to see that. I just like I love hearing people's stories and
Yeah.
like why they started things. And obviously, if you listen to my Side Hustlers podcast from years ago, like it was kind of founded on that idea of like everyone has a story.
Yeah.
And it's so cool.
And everyone's story is unique. And
Yeah.
what I love is that she did say she leaned into their differences. And I think when you really do lean into like who you are as a person,
Yep.
and you're not trying to, you're not trying to build a brand for someone else. If you build it for yourself, and even Zach Braff talked about it in your interview with him. He wrote that story for a good person. I blanked on the movie name.
For Florence.
He wrote it for Florence for her character, but he wrote it from his New Jersey perspective because his idea was if I write something that is uniquely me, parts of that will touch everybody.
Yes.
And it'll be honest, and honesty touches everybody.
Mhm.
So thank you guys for hanging with us. I know we've been on a little later than normal.
Well, we also spent 30 minutes just
Yeah, just
tinkering.
trying to figure out how to
They
get.
have something right now. If they do ship to your state, if you buy 3 bottles, shipping is free.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, girls call the shots. When we found out that hashtag, like last week, I was like, oh my God, I need to add it to the Instagram post. I just realized.
All right. We are
But-
out of here. We have to go do a panel on what are we doing today?
So it's for bartenders and alcohol brands.
Okay.
So we're a part of this panel. And our part, I think the whole panel is about this, but we're the experts.
On social media, right?
On social media,
Like partnerships.
Working with influencers and people that do content on social media
Which is us.
as an alcohol brand. So that's cool. And then at night we are doing the Netflix screening.
Yeah, so last 2 things before we get out of here. Obviously, if you want to come to this movie screening later tonight,
Yes.
it is, let me put it on the screen actually, Murder Mystery 2. Don't worry about the email on the bottom of the screen. Email us, hello@carlamarieanthony.com.
Mhm.
It is tonight. It is in Seattle. If you're interested, we'll get you all the details and we'll get you all set up. Then, the last thing, obviously, Carnival of Cocktails. It's going to be here before you know it.
Saturday.
It is here on Saturday. You still get the $10 off if you use code CMA when you check out. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah. We love you. Thank you for dealing with us.
Peace out. Oh, it didn't hit.
Okay.
There
bye.
we go.